The confidant, or the Razdan, or the Ramkhar, or a trusted friend, if you like, is quite common in Urdu ghazal. In real life also, if you love somebody madly, it's always good to have a friend or confidant to pour your heart out to, and this is quite well, it's not uncommon in real life for people to have that kind of friend, and there's no point in pouring your heart out to the beloved, which you do. However, the beloved doesn't seem to be that impressed by your outpourings. So a confidant guides you in a way and tells you, well, where you might be doing the right thing or where you might be doing the wrong thing. However, that is not the purpose. The purpose is not for guidance, but the purpose is to praise the beloved, to outpour your feelings to somebody. And imagine a situation where you are madly in love with somebody, and you have a confidant, a friend who you trust, and you praise the one you love, and you suddenly realize that the person you are confiding in becomes your rival, which is what happens in the first lines of this ghazal by Ghalib. Zikr us Parivash ka और फिर बयान अपना. Zikr us Parivash ka. Parivash means somebody who's beautiful as a fairy, but somebody of intense and alluring beauty. Zikr us Parivash ka और फिर बयान अपना. Now here's where Ghalib is at his best, because he's saying not only that mention of that intensely beautiful person, but also the way I described her qualities, her allure, her beguiling eyes, etc. That zikr us parivash का और फिर बयान अपना बन गया रकीब आखिर था जो राजदान अपना. The person I was confiding in listened to all this, and it turned his head, and instead of being my confidant, he turned into my rival for her love. Now that's an interesting situation. And this is a beautiful way of expressing not only the beauty of the beloved, but Ghalib's own ability to paint a picture of her that is so powerful that the confidant has become his rival. Zikr us parivash ka और फिर बयान अपना बन गया रकीब आखिर था जो राजदान अपना. Now, next line is the next line for this poem, which I would like to share with you, is not necessarily the next line. मैं वो क्यों बहुत पीते बज़्म में गैर में यारब, आज ही हुआ मंजूर उनको इम्तिहान अपना. She didn't have to go to this gathering or party of strangers and then drink so much that she was in a way vulnerable to others. And Ghalib is saying, well, you didn't have to go to a gathering of strangers to test how much you could hold. आज ही हुआ मंजूर उनको इम्तिहान अपना. It's a complaint about the beloved and her behavior, if you like. And as you know, lovers are always, especially those who are obsessively in love, are always both praising and taking each act of the beloved as either an affirmation of their desire or their view of them, or negation of it, and it brings the poet up and down. Then, as is normal in Urdu poetry, a certain flight of fancy, a philosophical statement, taking us away from the subject. मंजर एक बुलंदी पर और हम बना सकते, अर्श के इधर होता, काश के मकां अपना. We would have made even a higher place to watch the scenery from, but we are already dwelling in the skies. So it's a share that I don't quite know how to put into words. It's a flight of fancy, if you like, and we'll move on to the real subject that we are discussing at the moment, which is the lover and the beloved. And next share is the plight of the lover, or the poet in this case. हाले दिल लिखूं कब तक, जाऊं उनको दिखला दूं. How long will I write the state of my heart? I might as well go and show it all to her. हाले दिल लिखूं कब तक, जाऊं उनको दिखला दूं. उंगलियां फिगार अपनी, उंगलियां फिगार अपनी, the fingers which are wounded. Khama khu chaka apna. Khama is the pen, and the khu chaka means bloodied. So, in other words, why don't I just go and show her my wounded fingers and my bleeding pen? An exaggeration of the pain and sorrow that the poet is going through. Then I will go to the last lines. But there is a very interesting share in here which is quite famous, and it is a certain inversion of phrases which makes it particularly delicate and fascinatingly apt. घिसते घिसते मिट जाता, आपने अबस बदला. First listen to them. What means abas means uselessly, or you didn't, bekar, you know. So घिसते घिसते मिट जाता, आपने अबस बदला. नंगे सजदा से मेरे, संगे आस्था अपना. You didn't need to change the stone on which your doorstep, because I would have worshipped it and prostrated myself, sajda karna. So I would have done it so often that it would have been erased anyway. And why did you want to erase it? Because you didn't want me to know where you lived. So घिसते घिसते मिट जाता, आपने अबस बदला. नंगे सजदा से मेरे, संगे आस्था अपना. And then the last lines, of course, are very well known. हम कहाँ के दाना थे, किस हुनर में यकता थे. बेसबब हुआ गालिब, दुश्मन आसमां अपना. हम कहाँ के दाना थे. There was nothing special about me or my wisdom, and I was never unique or peerless in my talents. As you know, the phrase that, I mean, there's this feeling that heavens are cruel to those with talent or beauty. The good die young. So Ghalib is saying, well, हम कहाँ के दाना थे, किस हुनर में यकता थे. It's an ironic thing, because Ghalib believes that he is unique and he is peerless in his talents. हम कहाँ के दाना थे, किस हुनर में यकता थे, बेसबब हुआ गालिब, दुश्मन आसमां अपना. So he's in a way both ironical and lamenting the fact that he's undergoing such suffering and hardships. हम सुखन फहम हैं, गालिब के तरफदार नहीं. Thank you for watching. In my excitement and enthusiasm, I read the lines as जिक्र उस पर युवश का और फिर बयान अपना, बन गया रकीब आखिर था जो राजदान अपना. That's incorrect. The correct version is जिक्र उस पर युवश का और फिर बयान अपना, बन गया रकीब आखिर था जो राजदान अपना. I think these two lines are worth remembering. I'm sure some point or the other in your life you will experience this reality. Maybe not in love, maybe in politics or in business. Who knows?